I want to start with the story, the sad, tragic story that many people across social media actually were a part of because of Philando Castile's girlfriend. You remember over the summer, Philando Castile, I believe he was 32 years old, a young man who was licensed to carry a weapon, told the police officer that he had a weapon and let him know that he was reaching for his weapon so he could show him the weapon, something to that effect. However, had been stopped so many times and so many times he had gone through this procedure. For whatever reason, the officer this time felt like his life was threatened and shot and killed Philando Castile. There's an update in the story for Philando Castile, the St. Paul police officer. His name is Officer Yanez. He is being charged with second-degree manslaughter, and he is accused of escalating a mundane roadside exchange into a needlessly violent episode. I want to clap there. I want to clap there because I think that language kind of wraps it up perfectly, because that's what we see happen. And this is a picture of the officer, Officer Yanez. That's what happens. Mundane roadside exchanges escalate into needlessly violent episodes, ultimately ending in the death of a lot of times unarmed men. This time he was armed, but he was licensed to carry. Ramsey County Attorney John Choi said that no reasonable officer, knowing, seeing, and hearing what Officer Yanez did at the time, would have used deadly force under these circumstances. According to the New York Times, Officer Yanez is going to appear in court on Friday, and he was also charged with 2 felony accounts of an intentional discharge of a dangerous weapon. Now, granted, it's a long way between being indicted and a conviction, a very long distance between those 2 points. But it's almost like we have to stop, pause, and celebrate. And celebrate might not even be the right word. No, celebrate isn't the right word, but it's the best thing I have right now. We have to stop, pause, and recognize that this is a step in the right direction. It's something. And whether or not we actually get a conviction, unfortunately, it's not always in the hands of the facts, right? It's not always, it doesn't matter. Like, we've had video before, right? So it doesn't matter that we have video. It doesn't matter that a lot of it just doesn't matter. What matters is what goes on in the minds of the jury. That's all that matters in terms of whether or not you're going to get a conviction or to have another incident where an officer kills a person, kills a black person, kills a black man, and gets away with it. But if I could just put emphasis on the language that they used, that he escalated a mundane roadside exchange into a needlessly violent episode. The very first thing I think of when I read that line, first person I thought of, was Sandra Bland. And how quickly police officers can go from 0 to absolutely insane with rage in like 0.2 seconds. And how some officers look for these confrontations. They look for the opportunity to see if someone is going to try them. See if someone is going to challenge their authority, right? We've seen this before. And this time, unfortunately, it led to the death of Philando Castile. but we'll keep our eye on this and see if there's any sense of justice. Is there any justice that can be had in this system that is so designed, perfectly designed to operate exactly the way it operates, to not give us any justice? That's how the system is set up. That's how it I'm hesitant. I'm hesitant about it. I'm definitely hesitant. But, we'll see. Let's see how it goes.